Right, recording started now. Over to you. Thank you.
Thanks. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to
Brilliant.
the ECM meeting for Adults Health and Wellbeing for decisions today. Well, decisions notwithstanding the conversation we had before we pressed the record button. So first up, it's not on the agenda to take apologies, but have we had anybody that said that they wish they could come but have not been able to?
Not that I'm aware. I've not seen Rachel. I don't know if I've just missed her. I don't know if Christian's got his hand up, so maybe he's got someone to say.
Councillor Fielding, Rachel asked me to represent her at this afternoon's
Right,
meeting.
okay. Thank you very
That's
much.
fine.
Thank you.
All right, good stuff. Thank you very much. Well, if there's nothing else on attendance and apologies, then we'll move into the monitoring of executive cabinet member decisions. The report has been enclosed. Thank you for completing the final column for all of the items.
Rachel made sure she did that after our discussion last time, so it's up to date as much as it can be. So I think we're on top of it for now. Yeah.
The one where there is something missing is technology-enabled care services, which I assume is that ongoing or?
Not sure. I don't know. Is
Must
that
have been in that
a
final
public
column.
health one or is that adults?
Looking at it now, it is on the 5th page of the report.
Right.
It's an adults one.
Right. Maybe it's just something what date was that one? What date was that? Was it last time?
I'm flicking between windows.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm. I don't want to come out of this in case it throws me out.
8th of July.
All right, so that should have been updated then, shouldn't it? Yeah, I'll put a question mark on that one next time I send it and ask for an update on that one.
Yeah, it's not critical, but it's just for consistency if we can.
Exactly. Yeah, it's nice to see the full up-to-date picture for sure.
Fine. Anybody else? No one's got the hand up, so we can just note that and we'll see that final column be populated for the next meeting.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Thank you very much. So moving on, we can move on to the Public Health Financial Monitoring Q2 enclosed. And also, Lynn, are you going to speak briefly to this one?
Yes. Is it the adults one first or?
Public health.
Public health on my
it's
agenda.
the public health. Oh, right. Okay. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
So the report is saying that at Q2, we're expecting the revenue position by year end to be underspent by 254, which will be a reserve movement. And the reserves are showing that the projected reserves at the 31st of March will be 3.724, which is a decrease of 1.574 in year. Table 2 is just showing the changes in revenue budget from the start of the year to the end of Q2. Strategic redirections were already achieved prior to this report, and then there's a breakdown of the financial position and then reserve movements, and in the appendix it just gives the more details of the reserve movements. Any questions?
So thanks, Lynn, for taking us through that quite quickly. Nothing to be concerned about from your point of view, I take it, otherwise you would have flagged it by now.
Yeah, nothing on no.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, I've seen it before and had a look, and with your advice, I'm happy. So anybody else? No. Okay, that's noted then, Susan. Good stuff. Next up is the same report for adults. Lynn, over to you again.
So the adults report is showing that it'll be a balanced budget once we've done a transfer from reserves of 435. There is no capital expenditure, and reserves will be 10.66, which is a reduction of 904 in year. Again, table 2 is just showing the breakdown of any changes in the budget within year. 2.2 is again the savings which have all been achieved. Table 2.3 shows the breakdown of the revenue position after the reserve movement of 435. And table 4 is a summary of the reserves. Then going down to the appendix, it's just the details of the budget option and more details of the reserve position. So this report again is just for noting the changes in the revenue position and that the projected outturn of the portfolio is at the 31st of March. So again, if you've got any questions.
Thanks very much, Lynn. Councillor Walsh, I guess your camera's off because of the bandwidth issues and technical difficulties, but no problem. Hopefully we can hear you.
Hopefully. I know it's an early date, but have we any indicative consequences of the minimum wage and national insurance changes which were announced in the budget in terms of outsourced services? Have we done any preliminary work on that based on what additional fees might be?
We're doing it as all part of the fee setting process. So at the moment we are just working on the fees for 24-25. So we are just calculating those at the moment, and we will build in all the new national insurance. So it will be within the next few weeks that we've got more of an idea.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, Councillor Walsh. Thanks, Lynn. I mean, if my crude understanding of this is that we took £4 million out of the budget and we're only after to balance it up with £400,000 worth of reserves, then that's fairly incredible that amount of money has been possible to take out of adult services in a year. So it's a testament to the hard work of staff on managing demand and making sure that fewer people are having to access intensive support services, I guess, unless somebody corrects that interpretation. So just a vote of thanks really from me to all the staff that have worked incredibly hard to take that money out of the budget and still deliver what people need out there in Bolton. And ultimately, if people aren't having to call on us for such intensive support, then I imagine that their quality of life is better as well for not having to requiring the help that we would provide. So great work. And Christian, if you can take that back to your teams, then I'd appreciate that. Otherwise, nothing else to add. Can't see any hands. So for me, that report is noted.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that concludes the business. So we can, stop the recording and all go and have late lunch.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Okay.
Thanks. See you later.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.